My name is Lorn, and I'm pursuing a Bachelor of Science in Sociology with a minor in Gender and Development Studies at the University of the West Indies, Cape Hill campus in Barbados. The reason why I chose to do sociology is because from in high school I've always loved social studies and learning about people in society and so forth, and learning how you could look for solutions for social problems within society. So it was always of an interest for me. And in looking for a degree to pursue, I said I was going to do sociology, but then I saw that it was offered with a minor in gender and development studies, and it just, for me, it was like an avenue to learn about the gender, because in society, gender is misused. People see it as just being referred to as, male, female, the sex, gender organs, and so forth. But it was seen as an avenue to learn how the different gender roles within society is not as fixed as everyone thinks it is. So it was seen as an avenue to learn how it could help others to develop their gender identities, and for them to understand that their gender identities, that they have more control over it than they think they do. The partial scholarship from the Angular Community Foundation has helped me, because it actually helped me to start, and I started university in 2010, and at probably 2 or 3 months before I began, I didn't really know where the funds was coming from. And then I received a letter from the Angular Community Foundation saying that I was awarded the partial scholarship, and it was really of a big help to me, because I was actually thinking about putting off my studies until the other year in order to save up more to pay for my tuition and so forth. So the partial scholarship from the Angular Community Foundation actually helped me to start when I wanted to start my studies and so forth. So I'm supposed to finish in the next 3 months, so if it wasn't for this partial scholarship, I probably would have been a year behind. So it was really of a tremendous help for me in completing my studies at this time. What are my future career plans in terms of with my degree in sociology and gender development? I would like to do research, be a policy analysis, somewhere along those lines, in terms of looking at problems within society and trying to find solutions, implementing policies and making sure that they are feasible, manageable, and sustainable within society, so that they can be as effective as they are supposed to be. So along the lines of a researcher, that will help in terms of helping to look into social problems, understand their roots, understand how they come about, and help to understand the realities of the individuals who are affected by those problems. My degree in sociology and gender development can contribute to Angular's national development, because there's not really any sociologists within Angular, and if we have within Angular we have any serious problem, or we need to do research within a particular problem, we would have to import someone or expert from overseas in order to research this problem and so forth. And this researcher coming in, they would have to learn the norms and values within the society. They would have to learn about Anguillan society in order to understand, and in order to come up with solutions, come up with findings in their report in order to offer to the government or whatever agency within the country. And even when they come in and they try to understand the workings and the reality in Anguillan society, they may not actually understand it to the correct extent, and then they might bring an ethnocentric bias within their findings, and then it might not be as feasible as it should be. So having a local sociologist, it will be really easier it will be more cost effective and so forth. And that will contribute to the national development because we will actually have someone on hand to help solve our own problems, help come up with findings in terms of when politicians or government want to implement policies, they would have someone to actually go out and do a grassroots approach in having findings to make sure that these policies that they want to implement are feasible and they will be sustainable. So it will help in the development in Angola in that we will be more effective in the things that we implement, the programs, the policies, the laws, and so forth, because we will be able to have empirical evidence to back what we want to implement. So that is a way that I can contribute personally to Angola's national development with my degree. In receiving this scholarship from the Angola Community Foundation, I was really grateful for it because learning is an experience that that can never be lost. So to the potential donors and already established donors out there, I would just like to say that this is an investment that it not only helps the individual, but it helps their community, it helps their country, and it just goes broader than just the individual person. It helps their families also. So it is really a very wise investment. It is something that cannot be lost. It is something that cannot, you put money on the stock market and you can lose it, but investing in somebody's education is something that they will take to their grave. They will have for the rest of their lives. So it is a very gracious and generous donation that you could ever give.